I'm Lisa Tarkoff, Assistant Principal and Middle School Language Arts Teacher at Red Hill Lutheran School. Red Hill Lutheran School's theme this year is from Romans 8:28. All things work together for God's good purposes. In the spirit of this theme, I created a project-based learning experience for students in grades 5 through 8. What began as a simple novel study on the mystery Chasing Vermeer grew into an opportunity for our students, teachers, and our school and church community to share a love of the mystery genre, as well as to learn more about the great artist Johannes Vermeer. Along the way, they had many shared subject area learning experiences in the project. Combining mystery, art, and faith, this was truly an innovative project-based learning experience. Hill Lutheran is highly committed to professional growth. This year, we're reading John Spencer's book, Vintage Innovation, and had him speak at our school about combining classic ideas to support future learners. This project supported students developing timeless skills with cutting-edge practices. Both teachers and students practice growth mindset through the Learning Pit, which helps us to develop resilience, problem-solving, and self-efficacy. We know that through productive struggle, we will come out stronger and more confident after the trial, and this was definitely a part of this project. We also use habits of mind as a lens and a universal framework for thinking. Habits of mind are dispositions that people use when confronted with problems and situations to which answers are not immediately apparent. I chose this book because of all the puzzles and fun and interesting mystery activities, and I thought it would be perfect for our school theme. What I especially like about the school is how it takes place at the University Lab School of Chicago. You probably have heard of John Dewey, and his philosophy is what guided the University Lab School. He says that education's not an affair of telling and being told, but an active and constructive process. The teacher in the book, Ms. Hussey, exhibits this philosophy. She advocates for a growth mindset in her students' critical thinking and encourages them to ask questions. It's teachers like Ms. Hussey that I've had that made me want to be a teacher, and I hope to instill the same love of learning in my students. To kick off the unit, I went into the 5th grade classrooms and did an activity with mystery vocabulary and some mini mysteries and got them excited, and they each received a mysterious letter, similar to what happens in the beginning of the book. This unit had so many cross-classroom, cross-grade, and cross-curricular collaboration that really deepens student learning. One fun activity was a cross-grade pen pal program where students were matched with mysterious partners in different grade levels and reinforced their writing skills, and eventually had a pen pal luncheon that will show at the end of this video. Using the habit of mind, gathering data through all senses, students did a close read of a visual text, Vermeer art, and used evidence to form claims. They used habits of mind while doing a character analysis on what makes a fearless thinker. They practiced questioning skills through an edu-protocol instructional frame called Wicked Hydra to brainstorm questions, which they later shared with their younger students. Our 3D printing class made pentominoes, like the ones that play a part in the novel, and students used persistence to solve them. They also used Post-it notes to make pentomino-shaped character analysis. Using a strategy called hexagonal thinking, the class explored all the interconnections of the story and linked everything together, thinking flexibly about the connections. Our Bible class explored the theme of coincidence or providence through a study in Esther. To get our whole staff involved, we hosted a mystery mask makerspace, making masquerade masks for our school gala and supporting collaboration and ideas from our book study, Vintage Innovation. Red Hill Lutheran School places a high value on the performing and visual arts and is truly blessed to have an amazing art teacher that helps nurture every student's talents and abilities. To make this a truly school-wide project, all 400-plus Red Hill students in kindergarten through grade 8 had an art lesson on Johannes Vermeer and created their own version of the girl with the pearl earring, adapting the work to showcase their own interests. But the pièce de résistance was our 185-student collaborative project led by our art teacher, 5th grade teachers, and middle school teachers, all working together to guide students through a mystery mural.
Right now, what we're interested in doing is getting the big geometric shapes.
With Mrs. Chun's skills, expertise, and encouragement, all students were able to take responsible risks and challenge themselves to get outside of their comfort zone, even if they didn't consider themselves artists before. Through art, students were encouraged to strive for accuracy and manage their impulsivity, taking their time and looking at the project square by square. They had to work together and trust the process because each of them had a different square and they didn't know how it all fit together until all the pieces were assembled. A lot of extra time and care went into displaying and preparing the exhibit, and these students truly had a servant's heart with the dedication that they had. To foster their communication skills and to share their research, students used the Project Zero thinking routines from Harvard University.
What we used to think.
When I first saw the painting, I thought the woman was dying to a snake bite and was looking to the cross to be saved.
Similar to Alexa, when I first saw the Allegory of Faith painting, I thought the lady was shocked or in horror due to seeing a snake and was hiding on top of her chair.
What we now think.
After research, I found out that the snake being crushed by the marble slab is actually representing the Holy Spirit, while the snake represents Satan. She was not shocked. She was actually worshiping the presence of God. I can tell this is the holy room because of the large painting of Jesus being crucified on the cross, the open chapter of the Bible, and holy objects like the glass of wine representing Jesus' blood on the last day of supper.
Like Campbell, we researched and found that the snake was symbolism for all of the sin and evil in the world. She was admiring God's work and beauty as he takes authority over all things, whether they are good or bad. In Vermeer's painting, there's a cross, a Bible, and a picture of Jesus dying on the cross, showing how he is involved in every aspect of our lives. This is also shown by the globe the woman has her foot on, representing the power God has.
In conclusion,
I see a lady writing, and she is, like, the light's kind of reflecting on her as she's writing something. And then I see that she also has, like, a beaded bracelet next to her hand while she's writing. I wonder what she's writing. Also, like what Nico said, what's inside the box. How's the environment around her like? Is it loud? Is it quiet? And I'm wondering what time of the day is it. Seems like it might be daytime. And I'm wondering what the temperature is like, because it seems like she's wearing a coat, so it might be cold in that room.
Now it was time for the big reveal, the art show. All the murals were displayed with QR codes linked to videos that students made to provide more information about the work and the art process, all connected to the Project Zero thinking routines. Each of the paintings connected to students' study of mythology, the book Chasing Vermeer, and other biblical connections. Students were so amazed when they saw the finished product because previously they had no idea how each of their individual pieces would play a big part in the finished creation. A school-wide invitation went out to our entire school community, and as a result, we got to see some little ones responding with wonderment and awe. Kindergartens visiting in these pictures. And you can also see the middle school students coming through and doing a close analysis of each of the pieces of art using the Project Zero thinking routines. A hallmark of project-based learning is having an authentic audience. Besides opening up the art show to our entire school, we also took the opportunity to share student work with our church community on Reformation Sunday during our Oktoberfest celebration. Visitors had a real gallery experience when they visited the murals and scanned the QR codes. Something that I try to model with my students is my love of learning and the importance of a growth mindset. By staying open to trying new things, even if I'm not sure what the outcome might be, I am continually amazed by how taking a responsible risk leads to amazingly fun learning experiences. Then came the reviews, like this one. I'm in complete awe of the art show, 500% more than what I expected. I am so impressed with the amount of learning that went into the project. This has to be at the top of my favorite RHL experiences to date. And the fun didn't stop there. Keeping with the mystery theme, we hosted a school-wide clue mystery experience that challenged everyone to use logic to puzzle who did it, where, and with what. Our specialty teachers got into the act as iconic Clue characters. For our culminating celebration, we hosted the Pen Pal Reveal Luncheon, with over 180 students in grades 5 to 8 finally getting to meet their mystery pen pal. Teachers from all departments came to join the festivities, and students played mystery games to keep with the theme. Sixth graders shared their mystery books with the whole school community, and 7th and 8th graders worked on formulating mystery narratives through the writing process in their language arts class and shared them digitally.
So this is the mystery of the Santa Barbara Aquarium, and here we have kind of the illusion of a hallway. This is like the floor, and then this is the aquarium right here. And then when you flip the page, we'll have our long story right here. And here we have some bubbles under flaps so that they can't see them until when they try and get them. And then in the back we'll do something. We don't know yet.
On the last day of the trimester, classes went old school, playing the classic Clue board game. Interestingly enough, many of them had never played it before, so it was a good way to get back to some vintage ideas, as suggested by our book study, Vintage Innovation. Through this innovative project, we were able to combine mystery, art, and faith, and truly reflect how all things work together for God's good purposes.